Hello everybody and welcome back to ChaosVille. As you can see, done a little bit more, put some more features in the house. I did do a lot more, but I had to roll the map back because it went a bit weird because I used something I shouldn't have. Right, today we are going to do the hammers. I've switched things around in here as well. This is pretty much useless now. So, and they're pretty easy to craft as well, just a couple of pieces of wood and some sticks, but I'll show you that eventually. Now we've got this instead, which is a nicely labelled room. Instead of everything being everywhere, it's all now nice and neatly organised. So today, as I said last time, we're going to do the hammers, so we're going to need a few things. Need some cobblestone. We're going to need a diamond. What else could we put on it? We need some wood, for sure. Some wood, some sticks. Take it all. What else do we need? I'm going to smelt some more while I'm down there, so I've got stuff to use. Take some tin. I think there's some tin down there as well. And can make some steel. What else do I need? Forge stuff. I need bars, I need blocks. I may as well smelt that grout. Anything else? What's the quarry bringing in? Not a lot. It's doing better than it was before, at least anyway. Oh, maybe not, it stopped. Damn it. Okay, right. Don't even need to go that way anymore. Just realised I'm in creative, so I didn't die because I disappeared down for half an hour while I was building stuff. So I just popped myself in creative. Easier that way. Let's get that in there so I've got an idea of what I've got. Let's take them. Right, yeah, cool. Them and them. And go to the forge. Bash them in. I want the iron first, which is almost half a stack of iron that can be smelted now. I've increased it. And we're going to start building some stuff. Right, so we need the basics for the Tinker's Construct. So we need some blank patterns, so sticks and wood like that. Going to need about 15 of them. We're going to need a crafting table. I'm also going to need a chest, which I can just make out of the silver wood. This looks rather cool. What else are we going to need? In fact, I think we're going to need 2 crafting tables. Yes, we are. And a block of wood. And we're also going to need, I'm going to put the stone in this in a bit. I'm not on camera again. What else? I'm going to need some obsidian. What was just wood? That's what I want, wood. Take a couple of pieces of logs. Sorry, not wood. Perfect. Right, so to create the basics, I'm going to start with a stencil table. As you can see, I've just got materials new, which is a basic guide of everything you're going to need to know for the wood stone stages, pretty much. You need 2 crafting tables, which will make part tool stations even. I was going to say part builders then, but that is coming up with the wood. Need, well, normally I'd make 2 pattern chests, but for now I'll just make the one. Need wood of any kind to make a part builder, and they're the bits and pieces, right? So I think I'll put it over here. Get them out my inventory. Only need 1 of them for now. So what else? That's it, innit? Oh, yes, that was it. Right, so I need the stencil table first. then a pattern chest, then a part builder, then a tool station. In that order it works quite well. This creates patterns. And click on the next pattern when there's a pattern in there. As an example, change. There's lots of different things, pickaxes, hatchets, guards, swords, bindings, but I'll explain all this in a sec. The pattern chest is where you put your patterns in, and if you put it next to the tool part building or the part builder, then all the patterns will be stored there, so you can just easily put them in. And then it comes to the tool station. If it's just here, it's repair. Any other of these, as you can see, will change the little GUI, and you'd put a stick will work, but you should use tool rod, really, a tool binding and an axe head, and that'll create the actual axe itself. But I'll show you all this with the hammer. So what we need to do is we need to find the pieces for the hammer. So it's near the end because it's a bit more advanced, so you need a sort of step up from a tool rod, which is a tough tool rod pattern. Going to need a tough tool rod binding. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to need the large plate pattern. I'm going to make a few more anyway. Might make the axe bits in pieces. A hammerhead pattern, and that's it for the hammer. So small tool rod, pickaxe head, small tool binding, there it is, small tool binding. Those three will make a pickaxe. We've got 3 left, so let's go for a sword as well and get ourselves armed. I'm not going with the cleaver because it's not all that good, to be fair. Right, so you want a sword blade pattern, and we're going to need a wide guard pattern or a small handle guard pattern. It's one of the two. Right, so all them can now live in there. Just plonk them all in. These are going to change in a sec, so and then you move on to the next piece, which is the part builder. So with stone, we're going to need to build all the different parts so they can be cast. So if I just arrange my inventory, I can't there, can I? Right, arrange my inventory. So we're going to need a tough stone rod. We're going to need a small stone tool rod, but you do get these little like fractional bits left over. We're going to need the, which you do actually need to take out if it doesn't even things up, the axe head pattern. So we've got that. Now we need a guard. I'll take that out. Get rid of the guard. We need a hammer, which takes up quite a lot of resources, 8 to be precise. We're going to need a large pattern plate, which is, yeah, the thoughts are the same. Takes out a lot. We only need to do one of each of these as well. The stone hand guard. Do I have the blade yet? I don't know. I may actually be able to, and as you can see, there's also modifiers down here, but I'll explain that one in a sec too. Right, so there's the stone sword blade. Can I make it with them? Yes, can you? And that is all. Excuse me. So what we would do if we wanted to actually make it would be to, say for instance, go for the broadsword. So you want stone sword blade. The guard that it requests in this case is a stone wide guard because it's a bigger sword, and a tool rod, and that would make you a broadsword. Stone bound, which is its sort of special ability. It has 3 modifiers, 2.5 hearts of attack, but you could make that better, but now we don't want that. We're a bit more advanced than that, so we are going to instead make some casts. Now you can use aluminium brass, or in my case gold, because I've got plenty of it, and this very second, or iron, I don't really have that many uses for gold, so until I start making some more decorations and stuff, but I'm sure the quarry will find some more eventually. Come on. So, like I showed you last time, just hit your faucet and it will pour out into the casting basins and create blocks, which are 9 by 9 when you put them back in. As you can see, same as vanilla that. Oh, that one hadn't solidified. Oh no. And as long as you always fill this as well, you can scroll the bar down depending on how high it is, but as long as you fill it, you'll always have an even amount of blocks that comes out. Right. The casting table is there, so that's cool. I can hear an engine somewhere. That isn't cool. Just gotta wait for these 2 gold blocks to smelt. I don't know if I put them there, do I? No. So I'll just put that back in my inventory. In the chest even for now. Come on. Right, so what we're going to do is when this is smelted, you take the item that you want. So we're going to start with the hammerhead. And from your inventory, put it on the casting table. Go see if it's melted yet. Almost. I could do with putting a window in here, to be honest. And then hit the tap. Come on. A couple of seconds and this will be done. There we go, that's the one. And it will make a cast, which you can then take your original stone piece out, put it in the chest or throw it away or whatever, and you have the actual hammerhead piece. So, we got that cast, excuse me. I've got a bit of a raspy throat today. Again. I'm going to make a chest actually. Forgot any more patterns left? No, so we'll just make it a normal chest. Just so I can throw all the bits and pieces I don't want in it. So you can get that. And we'll put those 2 in for now, so I don't make duplicates of them. The next thing we want is the tough rod. Cool. Oh, I've just made a blank cast. They are useful. It's excuse me. It is part of what my door's made of. So door on the actual front of the mansion. Now what do we want to cast? It's this, the large stone plate. Now the large stone plate and the hammerhead take up a lot of resources. So I don't think the actual cast itself takes up a lot of resources, but we should really start smelting some stuff in here too. Right, so I've got enough to do the rest of the cast. I think it's about 3 ingots for each cast roughly. So next we want to put the obsidian that I mined between episodes. I just went down and did some mining, so I've got some resources. Makes life easier instead of going back into that goddamn cave. And when all this obsidian has smelted, we'll be able to put the cast in, hit the lever, and it will create an obsidian plate instead of the actual cast itself. So let's continue casting stuff. So we don't need that, and we don't need that. Oop, just put the sword blade away. We'll do the sword blade next. Seeing as I've already got a couple of parts for it. And the pickaxe head. So we've got them. Oh, I've just made another bloody blank cast, and I bet you that was the last one as well. I needed a small tool binding, but I don't have that. Right, so get rid of that. And we need to cast the small tool rod. Oh no, there is still enough. Mustn't be using that many resources for these little pieces. That's good. It's good to know. Make some more advanced doors with them. Let's go back to... Is it in there? Small tool, yeah, I thought it was. Small tool binding. Can I make it out of just one piece? Yeah. Cool. I can go back in the chest. And then we'll cast that. Awesome. Awesome. Right. That can go in that. That can go in that. That can go in that. So can that. Because it's the wide guard that we need now. Correct? Yes. Can we cast it? Oh, just ran out. I'll have to put a little bit more gold in. But, right. Next thing we need to do. Well, I grab a block of gold. Check on the obsidian, which actually, believe it or not, has not smelted yet. I think it might smelt a little bit faster with it being like this as well. All them should go in. When that obsidian's done, you need to be careful with the forge as well, because with mulgatory, or metalgatory, or however you say it, if you mix things in here, then they'll create alloys, and they'll create a lot of different types of alloys depending on what's in there, so it's probably best to check up which ones are going to change, so you don't end up with something completely useless that you don't need. I mean, everything has purpose, but it's only certain things that you are actually going to want. Right, so we need these 3 casts to make the hammer, so we need the hammerhead, the tough tool rod, and the large plate. So we'll make the hammerhead. What was in there? I think it was about 25 ingots. Oh, it's doubled the obsidian. I didn't know it did that. That's rather handy to know. So I'm going to make all of this out of obsidian for now. You could make it out of various other things, but obsidian will do, because it's strong and it's just a bit higher than diamond, which is what you're going to need if you go into the nether again. Which I did do. Explains how I've got the glowstone, but for now there's nothing important to go into the nether for yet. There will be, so you will see it, and you will see how horrible it is. Pretty strange. Right, so we need to make the sword cast, now that that's melted, and gold and obsidian do not go together, and that's why I've got them in the forge together at the moment, so it's safe. Right, put the hammer parts back in the chest for a second, so I don't duplicate anything, and I want the sword components, which are these. So I think I'll make an obsidian sword as well, actually, because that should be quite tough. It should hurt my enemies greatly. I think it might do about 5 hearts of damage. So that'd be awesome. I haven't got enough paper to put paper on, but if you do, almost duplicated that then. If you do, then the paper will, if you make like a paper handle, it'll add an extra component for you to be able to put on, but I'll show you that in a sec. Right, so now that I've got everything,